Alright, what's up, guys? So, it's Friday. Technically, I know I'm wearing the same thing I did in my last video because I did these the same day. Oh. But I'm posting it Friday, so it's Friday for you guys. So, happy Friday, end of the week, long weekend, break from school. And it's great. Speaking of school, I know being LGBT can be rough when you're in school, especially if you're in high school. Like, college is another thing, because most colleges are pretty okay with whatever you are. I mean, you could be a piece of toast and they're cool with it, I guess. They usually are pretty they're better, I guess. But high school can be rough stuff, like high school, middle school. Don't think many people know what they are in elementary, so we don't need to go there. But definitely high school, I'd say, is the worst to be LGBT in. And it really sucks, especially if you went part of your high school career not out, and then you come out, because then you get shit for it. Most people, if you were out before high school, they're over it. They don't really care. They're like, oh, we already knew this. But when you newly come out, then this is new. This is weird. This is new. And that's, I think, an invitation for more bullying. So I guess tip number one, if you're going into high school, it's better to come out now than once you already start high school and you're already into your second year. Come out before high school if you can, like if it's your 8th grade year still. Come out now, just get it out of the way, deal with it for then, and then in high school, you'll have new kids from other middle schools and everything, and other schools, and they'll just be able to meet you as, whatever you are. They won't have to get to know you as one thing and then, have to switch and get weird, and we don't want to get weird. So, I guess that's tip one. Come out before high school, if possible. If you're already in high school, I'm sorry, for one. I'm there. I get it. It's a rough trip. So, if you're already there, my prayers are with you. I know people can be really mean. People will say things, they'll do things, their actions, their looks they give you. Some stuff can be really, really hurtful. I know when I was in PE, when I still was taking my PE classes, and I was in the girls' locker room, a lot of the girls would, be uncomfortable about it, and they'd make me even more uncomfortable, because at that time, I was out as a lesbian. So, I'd hear them make a comment about, like, oh, we better go change over here so that she doesn't check us out, stuff like that. Like, stupid stuff like that. And it really bothered me, too, because these were the same girls who were wearing, like, shorts clear up to, like, way up their thigh and, like, spaghetti straps and were showing off their bras and, like, stuff. I mean, the same girls who were wearing slutty stuff on a day-to-day basis. And they were worried about me checking them out in the locker room when they're getting, like, touched in the hallway by guys as they pass by, and they sit there and giggle about it like it's some kind of trophy or achievement on your Xbox, Achievement unlocked, you are a slut. I don't know. So I think this will bother me the most about it was because then I knew they were doing and saying these things intentionally to make me feel bad and make me feel uncomfortable and things, so it was rough. And then coming out as trans the next year, my junior year, I guess it was like second semester, sophomore year, like halfway through second semester, my sophomore year, I came out, and nobody really knew. At school, I was pretty secret about it, like, nobody really knew, only, like, my girlfriend and a couple friends, and then coming in junior year, like, most people were catching on. I had my Facebook, up by then, and things, and people knew, and I'd get comments all the time, especially after school. If I'm doing something for band, I'm in the hallways and walking around and doing whatever, and people would walk by, or they're in the library studying, and they'd, say something. As I walk by, they yell, like, are you a boy or a girl? Or they'd even say something about my girlfriend. They'd, like, ask if I'm still dating her, and, I'd be like, yeah, I'm still dating her, we're good. And then all of a sudden, they'd be like, so is she gay or straight? Or, they'd start asking questions about her, and then I'd get uncomfortable, and people would ask her questions in class about me, like they'd start asking how we have sex and stuff like that, and I'm like, they don't even know, that's very personal questions, okay? I mean, who's to say we even do have sex? Alright, we're still in high school and kids. We don't need to be doing that. And things like that, like personal questions. And they weren't even out of curiosity. Like, I understand if a question's out of curiosity. Like, my grandma, she has some, like, pretty personal questions, but they're out of curiosity. They're not to be ignorant or to get me to say, funny stuff or to say penis or, whatever. They're not to make fun of me. They're actual, curious questions, and I'm okay with those. Like, when you guys would leave comments or something about something, like, those are okay. They are actual comments because you're curious, you want to know, you need help. People at school don't do that. They ask to be mean. And I remember when me and my girlfriend first started dating and people knew about me, she'd get a lot of hate about it from a lot of people, like getting shoved in the hallway, stuff like that. And so I started walking her to class, like to every class, every day. And I wouldn't leave her class until she was in the classroom, sitting down, like, ready to go. And then I'd have to sprint to my class so I wouldn't be late. It was rough, but it worked. People stopped messing with her. It's been pretty mellow since then. I know a lot of my friends, because I'm not completely out of school yet. I know there's, like, 1 or 2 teachers who know. And I have a handful of friends who know now. A lot of students, I think, know, but haven't asked or said anything about it. And some of my friends have kind of been letting slip-ups happen in class, like where they say, like, Connor, they yell it out across the classroom. I'm just, like, petrified for a second, like, oh, no. And stuff like that. And, like, the nurses are letting me use the the counselors are letting me use the counselor bathroom now. So I don't have to deal with bathroom stuff anymore. And overall, I'm not getting bullied. But if you're being bullied, you need to get help. You need to tell somebody, get a support group or something. Report these kids if you can. Don't be afraid that if you do, it'll only get worse and people will bully you worse and things like that. That's not what it's about. You need to tell somebody who's going to do something about it. And I know people say, like, if they tell a teacher, they'll just, like, give them a warning and don't actually do anything because it's a popular kid or something. Tell somebody who will do something. Find somebody who will. Most counselors I've come to know actually will do something. And that's usually who I go to, is my counselor at the school. So, if you're bullied, tell somebody. When things happen, get help, talk to friends, get the support that you need to get through it. Because high school can be fun. It can be a fun time, full of friends and exciting classes and actually cool projects. Like, I'm in physics. We do some cool shit in physics. Okay? We build, like, catapults and shit. It's awesome. And it can be fun when people aren't being mean to you. And if you start, I hate to say this and be mean, if you start doing something, then they'll stop being mean to you. So you gotta tell people, get the word out there that there are kids in the school who are like you, who need to be seen and need to be heard and not be picked on. They need to be seen and heard in a positive way, not negative. So get help from a school official, a parent who will be able to do something. Just tell somebody who's going to do something about it. And high school will become a lot more fun for you, I promise. It will get so much better. And it always does get better, even if something doesn't happen. You'll move on to college, or you won't. Point is, you'll get out of there eventually. 4 years. 4 years is all you're going to have to deal with. And you'll be out. You'll be free. You'll be away from people. You can live your life how you want to live it. Being gay isn't, like, illegal anymore. Once you're out, you're out. You're free. You can live your life and be happy with the person that you love. And when that time comes for you, it'll make me happy. And you'll be happy. And those things that kids said to you in high school won't matter anymore. But if it is bullying to the point that it is affecting your focus in school, it's affecting your education and the way you live, you need to tell somebody and get help. I promise you, it'll be the best thing that you can do for yourself in high school. That's personal experience. I told the counselors about some kids. It was taken care of, and nobody really messes with me anymore. Nobody really says much anymore, and it's great, because now I feel that I can actually start testosterone and be more open about it, and tell more people about myself, and be okay with it. And so, once you get to that point, you'll be a much happier person. Me and my girlfriend, we kiss in the hallway now. and we hold hands through the halls. And we hug outside of each class and kiss outside of each class. We, obviously are dating. We act just as the straight couples do now. Even though we consider ourselves straight, but, most other people don't. They consider it weird, I guess. But we act just as a cis couple would, I guess I could say. A cis straight couple would. And nobody gives a shit anymore for it. I mean, we get glares every now and then, but it's nothing compared to what it was before. We're both much happier, and I promise you will too. So, that's all I gotta say about that, I guess. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, please. Leave comments, suggestions, whatever. Just say hi. I'd like to have some more friends. And see you next week on Thursday, and then another one on Friday. Bye.